Have you ever heard someone say he was perfectly healthy and then suddenly had a heart attack? It's one of the scariest sentences you'll ever hear because it happens to millions every single year. But what if I told you there's one simple vitamin that could drastically reduce that risk? A vitamin that most people are dangerously low on without realizing it? Today, I'll explain exactly what this vitamin is, how it protects your arteries and heart, and how to get it naturally, safely, when effectively. Stay with me, because understanding this could literally save your life. Let's start with the truth. Heart attacks don't happen overnight. They build up quietly over years through inflammation, plaque buildup, and poor circulation. Your arteries slowly stiffen, your blood thickens, and your heart starts to struggle. But there's one missing nutrient that plays a key role in this process, and fixing it can help reverse that damage. Doctors and researchers call it the heart's hidden protector, and that vitamin is vitamin K2. Now, most people know about vitamin K1, the one found in leafy greens that helps your blood clot. But vitamin K2 does something completely different and far more powerful for your heart. You can think of vitamin K2 as a traffic director for calcium in your body. Here's how it works. When you eat foods with calcium, or even take supplements, your body needs to decide where to put it. Without enough K2, calcium can end up in the wrong place, like your arteries, joints, and kidneys. That's how plaque starts. Arteries harden, blood flow slows, your risk of heart attack skyrockets. But when your K2 levels are healthy, that same calcium goes where it's supposed to go, into your bones and teeth, keeping your arteries clean and flexible. In other words, vitamin K2 prevents your arteries from turning into stone. Let's talk science, because this is where it gets fascinating. A major study in the Rotterdam Heart Study followed over 4,800 people for a decade. They found that those with the highest intake of vitamin K2 had 57% lower risk of dying from heart disease and 52% lower risk of arterial calcification. That's massive. And here's the kicker. Vitamin K1 showed no effect at all. So it's not just about eating your greens. You specifically need K2 to protect your arteries. Another research paper from Thrombosis and Hemostasis Journal showed that K2 activates two special proteins, osteocalcin, which puts calcium into your bones, and matrix GLA protein, which removes calcium from your arteries. These two work like a team. One builds, one cleans, and K2 is the switch that turns them on. Without K2, those proteins stay inactive, and calcium starts piling up in your arteries like cement. Now the question is, where do you actually get this life-saving vitamin? Unfortunately, it's not easy, because modern diets are missing it. Vitamin K2 is mainly found in 1-natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish. It's the richest source on earth. 2 egg yolks from pasture-raised hens, 3 grass-fed butter or ghee, 4 aged cheeses like Gouda or Brie, 5 beef liver and chicken thighs. If you notice, all of these are natural, unprocessed, and high-quality animal or fermented foods. Most processed diets completely lack these, which is why so many people unknowingly develop calcium buildup despite taking calcium supplements. So if you want your heart to stay clean and flexible, add K2-rich foods, not just low-fat ones. Here's where it gets even more powerful. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 are like best friends. D3 increases the absorption of calcium, and K2 makes sure that calcium goes to the right place. Taking D3 without K2 is like hiring workers to deliver bricks without giving them the address. They'll just dump them anywhere, including in your arteries. So, if you're supplementing with vitamin D3, always combine it with vitamin K2, MK7 form. Doctors usually recommend around 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2, MK7 per day, alongside 2,000 to 5,000 IU of vitamin D3. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any supplement, but for most people, this simple duo can be a game changer for heart and bone health. Let me share a quick real-world example. In clinical observations, patients who added K2 consistently for just 3 months showed improved arterial elasticity, lower calcium scores, and better blood flow in major arteries. Many even reported more energy and better breathing because their circulation improved. Think of it like unclogging the main highway of your body. Once traffic flows freely, everything else starts to work better. Here's how to practically add K2 to your daily routine. Morning. Take your vitamin D 3 plus K2 combo after a meal with healthy fat. Lunch. Add a small piece of aged cheese or grass-fed butter. Dinner. Include egg yolks or fatty fish like salmon. And if you can handle it, try 1 spoon of natto once or twice a week. It's an acquired taste, but your arteries will thank you. Combine this with clean eating, hydration, and good sleep, and you'll notice a real difference in how your heart feels and functions. So remember, sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't a new drug, it's a missing nutrient. Vitamin K2 is your body's natural defense against heart attack, guiding calcium to your bones and away from your arteries. Make it a part of your daily routine, and your heart could stay stronger, longer, and healthier than ever before.